Our third story is called Mr. Chatterbox's Parrot, written by the same artist. Mr. Quiet's very quiet house is surrounded by a very quiet garden. Even the wind doesn't blow there for fear of making a noise in the leaves of the trees. But one day, a certain someone came to live in the oak tree in Mr. Quiet's garden. Can you guess who that might be? Squawk! Wake up, I'm a pretty boy, I'm a pretty boy. A parrot, a noisy parrot, was now Mr. Quiet's new neighbour. The new neighbour that meant the end of all his peace and quiet. Now, not far away lived Mr. Chatterbox. Mr. Chatterbox, who talks on and on and on, and sometimes on. What a good job you are doing, he said to the window cleaner. Really a very good job, I must say, and in fact I do say because I've never seen anyone clean windows quite as well as you, in fact at all, as well as you, which is to say, from morning till night, Mr. Chatterbox talks on and about everything and anything. To anyone who will or won't listen. When the postman delivers the post, Mr. Chatterbox talked to him about the rain and the sun and the clouds and the wind and the time, until there was no time for the postman to deliver any more letters. On and on and on and on. When Mr. Chatterbox meets somebody in the street, it's just the same. Good morning, Mr. Strong. What interesting things you do have in your basket. Ah, eggs. How I love eggs. So tasty with bacon. So tasty boiled or scrambled or fried or baked or coddled or poached. Tell me, how do you like your eggs? Boiled or scrambled or fried or baked or coddled or poached? On and on and on and on. What a chatterbox. It was too much. Miss Bossy called for a meeting. All those who think Mr. Chatterbox talks too much, put up your hand, ordered Miss Bossy. Everyone at the meeting put their hand up. Some put 2 hands up. But how could they stop Mr. Chatterbox from talking so much? That was the problem, and nobody had any ideas. Do you have an idea? If you do, please tell Miss Bossy and her friends. I may have an idea, said a very small, shy voice. I have a friend called Mr. Quiet who hates any kind of noise, and it was Miss Shy, and she told everyone at the meeting her idea. Can you guess what her idea might be? No? Then let's find out. Hooray for Miss Shy, everyone cried. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Miss Shy blushed. The next day, when Mr. Quiet opened his window, he expected to hear the loud squawks of his neighbour, the parrot, but there was complete silence in his garden. And why was there silence? Because the parrot was gone. At last, Mr. Quiet had its peace and quiet again. And as for Mr. Chatterbox, well, he was delighted. At last he had found someone who could talk to as much as he wanted, whether they were in the car or at home. And he talked and he talked and he talked and he talked, on and on and on and on. And if ever the parrot had enough of Mr. Chatterbox's talking, he would simply fly over and drop a cloth over his head so that, just for a change, he could speak. And on, squawked the parrot. Time for our bonus story.